So I just looked at this video that came up. It's a video from Dan Locke. He's a business an entrepreneur that's who's on YouTube. And I love watching his videos, and I just saw this video and it's entitled How School Makes Kids Dumb. And I was like, yo, gotta click on this. What is he gonna talk about? And it actually closely mirrored previous tutor thoughts that I wrote, that I uploaded, and in that I discussed the fact that there's this difference between rote learning and ritualistic learning. And for me, ritualistic is actually practicing and going through the process and even talking about what we're going to do and things like that, finding a solution. And he said something really, really key. He said the hardest thing to do is think, and school does not teach us to think. And I had such an epiphany, because I always say that the hardest part of teaching any one of my students is often their school or their teacher. I know, incredibly bold-faced of me, right? Incredibly bold-faced. And I'm saying that with the understanding that I scrutinize my teaching methodology after every class. I always think what I can do better and stuff like that. Still, however, even when I recite stuff that's coming for an actual exam, stuff that has come from subject reports, I'm met with wide-eyed confusion, because you're not taught to think. I give information, I give material to encourage my students to think. And it seems that thinking is not the it thing to happen. It's really amazing. And it becomes especially apparent when I'm doing writing and I teach language subjects. So whether it's Spanish, whether it's English, actually even for Spanish, the speaking, oh my goodness. I ask, hey, what do you think? And it's like silence. Can't think of anything. And these are not students who are unintelligent, unaware, incapable. They just have never been asked, what do you think? Or again, I'm just saying this generally, okay? Please don't go to all teachers and tell them this lady on YouTube said that teachers don't ask your kids to think. I'm quite certain there are teachers that do, quite certain. And if you see me holding my face, it's because it's horribly swollen. But anyway, the point is, it's super important to think. You've got to be able to think on the spot. And eventually, as you go higher and higher and up, what if it's into work or higher academic career, you're going to be met with some unique situations, and you do need to think. You can't be like, hold on, somebody else is going to have the answer, especially when you're dealing with something in front of you. So it's really important to encourage kids, or if you're a student watching this, to think, ask questions. All right, there are students who tell me they like my classes because I actually answer their questions. That's the feedback I get. I answer their questions, especially if it's related to the topic. I answer their question. Sometimes it's not related directly to the topic, but I can tell that it's something that's really, really crucial. I answer the questions. All right. So we need to encourage thinking. Whether if it's because we want to improve our writing, yes, we need thinking to improve our writing. It is the first stage of the writing process. Whether in terms of Spanish and or communication, we need to, speak better, you still need to think. You need to think. That's normally an issue I have. It's why I say if they gave orals for English, students would still fail drastically. And unless they give like a really low grade mark scheme. And it's really important just for life. How are you going to achieve greatness if you don't think?